Hello everyone, my name is Longplay. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to look at another weekly market update. This is especially special because we are going to look at not only the weekly update, but the monthly update. We are going to look at the entire December 2020 numbers. And the best things is that in this update, we have a chance to look at the entire of 2020 and why I say 2020 is the best year in real estate. So let's take a look at what we have. So as normal, we are going to look at the first set of numbers. This is the monthly sales, the number of sales, the number of houses available. It represents the inventory of the houses on the market, the monthly sales. We have at the end of December 20. Now, by the way, if you forget, if the reason why we're looking at the number of 2020, December 2020, is that this is the newest number that we have so far. So this is the best number that we can see. The monthly sales is 9,666. 9,666. Sorry about the background. My kid is playing. We are in a COVID. What can I do? All right, I am back now. 9,666. This is actually an increase of 8.8% if you compare to November 2020. It's a month-over-month comparison. It's an increase, and now it's also an increase of 27.4% if you compare to the previous year of the same time. Again, this chart right here showing the red line is the 2020 number and the green line is the 2019 number. And you see the bigger the gap is, the more the more increase of this year compared to the previous year. The only period that we can see a decrease in this period in when you compare between the 2 years is actually around April and May. Hey, that is when COVID happens in the USA. So starting in March, right, as you see, like the first quarter coming in very strong, January, February, and March, you see an increase, and you see an increased number of sales in these 3 months, and then COVID hit, and then we come back down. However, though, even during COVID, we're still getting back up to normal in June. Well, why do I say normal? Because as you see here, the gray line, right? We go across the gray line, meaning that we even go beyond what is called normal. But this is just like regular season, and then from then we're still seeing a trend of increasing number of sale through the end of the year, because as you see, the gray one is getting decreasing and decreasing. This is a normal trend. The gray one is a normal trend because starting in June, July, this is the peak. This is the normal peak that we saw in May. The number of sales of houses that we saw in May, and this is the normal. Again, the great one, you see the normal trend in not only in 2019 but 2018 and before as well. But this is COVID, right? So we see that this is 2020, right? Not only COVID, but 2020, we see that is actually go on the opposite, the second half of the year, that is keep going up. So at the end of the year, on December, we have about 9,666 sales, which is an extremely high number of sales, because during December, we have plenty of vacation and holidays. Excuse me, there is Christmas and New Year and things like that. But it still have a high number of sales. So which is really good news for the seller, by the way, because it shows that there's a high demand. And then we're going to talk about a higher demand. The reason why is that later on. But it shows that there's a great demand. Why, you might ask? I'm not sure. Why, you might ask? Okay. I was going to say that I'm not sure if I want to share in this slide, but I gotta say it anyway. Because of migration into Arizona, right? We already have the statistic, the census 2020, right? Not a full report yet, But it's still a summary, but we still predict that when the full report coming out, it's going to be said Arizona is the number 3 migration inbound migration state from other states because of the affordability, because of living conditions. A lot of other people from other states wanting to come into Arizona. Three moving company already show a report that the number 1 reason why people choose to live in Arizona is retirement. Retirement is the number 1 reason. And then those people, they're making more than those people are moving, a lot of people coming to the state with a great income. So job, right? Retirement and job is definitely the two most benefit of living in Arizona. So a lot of people moving to Arizona, and because of the population increase, right? The other aspect is that the rental in Arizona also increase. So people start thinking, hey, instead of renting at a very higher rate, now I can pay the same amount for my own house. So why not going to buy my own house? So for that reason, that is the reason why there's such a strong demand right now. A lot of people moving in, they need house. And for the people who live here, or even the new people coming to state, they're starting, because of the mortgage is so low, the monthly payment is lower than the rental. The rental has increased about 12% compared to the previous year. So as you see, why do we have to pay for rental versus paying for your own house? So that's the reason why they take on the mortgage, they go buy a house. So that's driving the strong demand as of right now, even though during COVID, and I know that a lot of people saying, hey, and losing job and they not qualify for the mortgage and things like that. No, it's not happening. A lot of things has been changed in the mortgage industry, that they have a guideline to follow. And if they don't have a job, if the buyers don't have a job, or they cannot prove that they have a stable income, they cannot qualify for the mortgage. That's the thing. So it's no longer the case back in 2005 and 2006, where a lot of people don't have a job, don't have an income, they still have a mortgage, right? Right now, it's a no-no. So when they are able to buy the house, and because their monthly mortgage is less than the rental, they wouldn't give up the house. They wouldn't give up the house for that reason. So that is the reason why the demand is so strong right now, that every single month we see that the increase of monthly sales. There's a small decrease in November, yes, but that is because New Year and the business day during November is less than other months. But again, it's still showing a trend, increased trend for the last 4 months. All right. We've been in this slide for 2 minutes too long. We're talking about another problem right here. New inventory. Let me switch to this view. New inventory. Right now, as of December, there's only 6,308 new listing onto the market. So that is an extremely decrease, because you see on the chart right away, the red one, we already talked about this problem last year in October, November, December timeline. We're getting a little bit better this year at the beginning, not even at the beginning. The situation even get worse, right? Because as you see here, you see the gray line again is the previous year, and the red line is this year, 2020. So it's starting lower than the previous year. And then even worse during the COVID pandemic. So when the COVID pandemic gets started, it's getting better for the last couple of months, but it's still showing the same trend. Compared to the last quarter of 2019. So this number, 6,308, is a 17% decrease when you compare to the the same time of last month. And the good news is that it's increased 14.6% compared to previous year. However, though, it's still not enough for the market to moving. It's still not doesn't have enough inventory for the buyer at this time because it's still showing a decrease. So we didn't resolve it yet, because you see here, we sell every month, like right here is 9,000, right? It's more than 8,000 every month now. It's 8,000 more than 8,000 every month for the last 5 months. That is how many sales that is sold, but we only have about 6,000 for the last 2 months, right? 6,000, 7,000. So the new inventory coming to the market doesn't even equal the number of sales happening for last year. So we basically losing more houses on the market. The next number that we are going to look at is the total inventory. The total inventory is 9,791. So what do you mean by total number of inventory? So this is the one that currently active, get new on the market, under contract, right? So those are the things. So 9,791. So that is coming at the end of December. At the end of December 2020, this is the total inventory, including that is a snapshot in time of in one day of December, and it's actually decreased. It's another decreased number of 21% when you compare to previous months of 2020, and it is also a 36.9% decrease in December of 2019. So as you see here, we already talked about this, the total inventory, the new inventory, even though houses still getting onto the market, but it's still less than normal. It's supposed to be more than that to equalize with the demand happening on the market, but it is not the situation. So that is a constant trend. As you see here, this is the total inventory at the end of the month. But then of 2019, and then this is the total inventory at 2020, and you see that there's always a negative gap. There's always a negative gap between the 2 years. All right, so the next number that we are going to look at is the monthly supply of inventory. Again, these two numbers, this line and the next line, gonna talk about how fast it is, how fast the house gets sold if it is getting on the market, right? So the monthly supplies of inventory in December 2020 is only about 1.01. 1.01, so it's basically equal a month of supply, compared to last month is 1.40. So you see right here that if there's nothing happening on the market, there's no new house getting onto the market anymore, the current housing that is the current inventory on the market is going to get sold completely within a month, within 30 days. Another site information is that as of January 16, midpoint of January, there are about 5,422 active listings for the entire Phoenix area, and some of the out-Bowery as well. So about 10% is outside the Phoenix area a little bit, okay? So 5,422 active listing on January 16. If you compare to the number of real estate company, it is actually only 5,556. So almost less than, each broker, each real estate company gonna have less than one active. So that is a horrible number, by the way. There's only 5,000 for the entire 8 million people in Arizona. So that's really bad. That's how bad it is for the inventory. There's not a lot of seller getting onto the market. Average days on the market is still 43 days. Is an increase of 2 days month over month. Again, the reason is that it's during Christmas, during December, during Christmas and New Year time, holidays time. The time tend to get more than that because the lenders and title company do not work during holidays, so they tend to get longer to finish a loan documents. All right, and when you compare to the year over year of 2019, when you compare to 2019, it's actually a decrease of 18 days. So it takes less time to sell the house this year compared to previous year. All right, so the next number is about prices. So this is normally the set of number is in a lot of people waiting for, because it's relating to the price of the home. And there's three different number. There's three different number: new listing price, sale price, and a sale price forecast. I'm sorry. Okay, this should be a 329. 338. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna fix that soon. But anyway, the new listing price, when the seller listing their house on the market, they're comfortable with listing their house at the median list price of 330. Okay, 330. So this is including all kind of houses and also including all price range, right? So this number is actually up 11.8% when you compare to last year. So that's how much the seller are confident with listing their house onto the market right now. They don't mind, even during COVID and during holiday season, they're still listing their house higher than last year and even higher than the previous month. Okay, the median sale price is about $333,000 for the entire Phoenix area, and that's actually an increase of 15%. So now we have an annual appreciation of 15% for the entire Phoenix area for all the price range. So that is extremely high. We'll talk about the 2021 number soon, but the 15% is really high when you said when you look at other years as well. We are going to look at that soon also. So about 14.9%, that's an increase. The other piece of information is that last month when I forecast the sale price for December 2020 is actually only 329. 329, but this number, the actual number is actually 333. So for the last straight couple months, the mathematical model has been underestimated sale price and is keep pushing the price higher and higher always. The last number, and again, this number should be 338. This number should be $338,000 for January of 2021. So we're coming to January, the new year of 2021. We're gonna have about $5,000 increase more. At this point, we are going to talk about, let's see. We are going to look at the annual median sale price from 2001 and to 2020. Right? As you see here, the blue bar chart, let me zoom in a little bit. The blue bar chart represents the median sale price, and you see here is higher than all 19 years, right? So 2020 is the best year ever for median sale price for appreciation, and it's actually 13%, 13.9% increase compared to 2019. So this is also really good appreciation, and you can see that since 2011 the price keep increasing and increase. So if you're owning a house in 2010, 2001, this is the best time to sell your house. This is the best time to sell your house because why? Buying a home is considered as an investment. Right? A home is also considered as an investment, right? And when you talk about investment, we have a chance. always buying low and sell high, correct? Buying low and sell high. So that's the reason why I'm saying even if you buy the house last year, you're still good in good situation to sell. But the best is if you have a house, buy a house in 2010, 2001, you are right now at the highest appreciation of your home. You are at a very high point that selling the house right now could give you plenty of money. So this is the best time for you, and I have a site to give you an evaluation of your house also. It's called AZ Home Price Today. So if you are interested in learning about how much your house could be sold for, feel free to go to the website AZ Home Price Today, enter the address, and I will give the report for you. It's a personalized report for free, and there's no obligation whatsoever. You don't have to buy anything from me. You don't have to list your house immediately. But it's just if you're just curious about your home price. So just let me know. Okay, go to that site, and we are going to. I'm gonna give you the report soon. All right. So you see here, this is an evidence. This is not the number that I make up, but all the information here, you see 2020 is the best year for the last 19 years, but they are predicting 2021 is going to be even better. Until April of 2021, they predict that the higher than 20% increase, an increase of more than 20%. So that's already beat 2020. So April of this year is already beat last year. So we're gonna see that again, when you have a low supply and a really high demand, that causing the price to increase. So that's the main reason. I know a lot of people are saying that COVID gonna change everything, is gonna decrease the market, the market gonna crash and things like that. But it's not gonna happening in 2021 because we still see a strong demand. And unless we have a flood of supply that increase the number of supply significantly, then we are going to have a conversation to talk about. But right now, we don't see any reason. We don't see any foreclosure even coming soon that is higher than normal that could cause a crash on the market, at least for 2021. So homeowners, if you are thinking about selling the house for the last couple of years, this is the best year that you could sell your house to get a lot of appreciation. If you're thinking about moving to a different state, if you're thinking about getting rid of some of the investment that doesn't make money anymore, if you want to move to a different location, use the sale of your home as a down payment for the new house, this is the best time for you to do so, because you buy low, you are in a period that you buy low and you sell high. So that is the best for you. All right, so that is all I have for today. That is all that I have for today. If you do have any question, feel free to comment in the section below, and I will respond as soon as possible. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.